Hello, it's Tore again. Uh, this is the matter now because what I watched now on the Swedish television is that drones and intregity. You shall always think of one thought: is it better that all knows everything every time and who can watch everything every day? Because who are the ones don't want to know that we want to know? The one with the political power and the ones with the juridical power, lawyers and so forth. So, why is it so? They want to have control because they want to know what we are doing, but they plant a word integrity. That is nonsense because only people listen. There's some bug in this system now. My cassette movie mic. I don't know. Yeah, forget that. Well, you know, they don't want us to know. And the people who has something to hide, there is always a back thought. Why do I want to get something to get hide? Because I have a back thought. What is that? Because that one who can check me and I can check him and they can check anyone. And if everyone can check each other, then we have a complexity with less unsolved crimes and unsolved lies in the system. Because it's better to have total control that all can check each other than few can check all. Because an equal system when the one is in background one equal true is one and one is greater than zero. Then a few is ones greater than zero. Because that is never good. Always good when drone checking from one another without interference of people who don't want to have anyone to check, because that's only a back thought. The only idea they don't want to know, because they have some criminal actions. They don't want you to know the truth of what they are doing. It's better everything knows can check everything anytime. Of course, in the matters what's outside, not inside. So inside from outside, never, of course. But in any time, anything what's outside. Because outside your property, outside your flat or whatever, that is common. And what is common should be checked by everyone, not only a few. So that the idiotical rules we have in many countries just idiotic as it can be. Because it's always better than all knowing everything on earth, because less problem with criminality, less problem with lies, because I know binary. And if you can make a system checking together automatically what is the failure of who did what and who did when at the time when a criminal action is, it's better to have an exact point and to have a sudden point of idioticals, because integrity should be never an integrity question when it comes to crime. It's better that everything of us people knows always, in now which is 2015, always have a ground check or whatever without interference of that creating of the word integrity, because they are the only one who don't want to know. They are the ones with the political power. I just want to say political power. And people with the political power never want us people You, me, and whatever, you are in what position. If you are not a politician, and if you are not a bank manager, and if you don't are a lawyer or whatever in the system with a power of authority or power of administration of anything, decision that can make any decision backwards in time loop in anything or against you from any perspective because they have those cameras and you cannot share. And if we are not equal in a control system, then a control system is bad and Snowden is right because a control system should be that everything, everybody here of us people should be wherever we are, be able to check each other because it's an exact point when everyone has the same rights equal. We choose to use or we choose not. So 1 is greater than 0. Okay? If we have that system, it's better because then the criminal actions could be always proved at any time. Because people like me who knows the complexity of exact binary language. And if you read the text before what I said, I think you'll get a hint. And you must know a grade here. What does it look like? A 0, just a 0. You can never get any mathematical form to get the exact, because a 0 is a 0. You can only get the exact position if you know the ones and zeros. You know the binary digits. And binary digits is the same with the tick from the place when I took it from here down where you can see it but this exists and up here. It's the time of the loop when the binary, so it's only when binary is binary and not from something idiotical because this is a 0, but the 0 you cannot see it's just a binary from zeros that is turning around in a matter which is very fast in the loop because there are many zeros. And then there's the 0 inside shape with just which is to see with a shape just like a 0 we have squeezed it, so it's like a tip, and you see it's still a 0 inside this green right here. It is a 0, a nature made 0. Think then again of everything you have seen now from the binary matter. And if you know that, and I can also that where I was debugging at time I was reading it was a confirmation. Then I knew because I said to the pastor, "Look, pastor, here's a bag." "What?" "Yeah, there." I said a word and something like that. Here before this is because a snake has never bitten me. And you know that? The snake is good. And what was wrong in this idea was just that Darwin, he could never think what I think because I started when I was 4, and you know I have bad experience up from there because now I'm 55, and few people when they see my movies dare to ever question me because prove me wrong in this. Was Steve Jobs wrong? No way is that. So it's proving 1 or 0, 1 or 0, 1. If anyone, everyone is bigger than 0. And if you cannot get the complexity of the ones and zeros in correct order, then there is a bag in this system. And the bag you must look closer. Where is it? And what you can get complexity, the 1 is always true and bigger than the 0. Because only if 0, 0, 0, 0, then it's 2 is at force. And when the 1 which is on, and the 1 is always on and off. So 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. So if that is true or not, then it's true. Else, if you cannot find out on that one, there is a bag, and where the bag is, you must know the binary language. Only thing way I can explain it, it's in binary, direct from my mind into this machine. Not from my hands to a language map. It will be very wrong. And now listen to it. Listen to people. It is true because if you're putting in a loop and thinking, I cannot find it. Now you cannot find it because a 0 is a 0 and 1 is a 1 because number 1, or you look at the cat's tail, when it's on 1, it is 1 when the tail is up and it's 0 when it's down. So 1 0 1 0, and when 1 and 0 is switching from each other, true false, wagging tail of a dog, for example, and so for you can get the info ever in this way. Because what you see is not what you can get a mathematical form to create, because that is not an exact complexity. Check close on because if you take a tick now, on 1 0 1 0, you know that binary and DNA is exactly the same matter. It's just you must know binary. I was 4 years old when I started that. Because when I started, I took when I saw on that light switcher 1 0 1 0, and it was about night time. So I did. Whoops! I had time to rush to bed, And as long as you are smaller than an adult or anything small, bigger than you are in bad position, because to resolve anything, it's just a time of exact pattern when it's exact time, and now it's exact time because you stupid people here in this country, are you very stupid? This is the matter of the ones and zeros, because I know 1 and 0. You must be very stupid for real if you think. If you think that I cannot binary, you must be really stupid. Because today and the news, this was fake, because the people, this is for real, the people escaping, they are losers. They don't want to fight. They want to have everything free forever. And if you don't do anything, homework and so, you don't deserve anything. This is the biblical agreement for a long time. If you don't do anything, you shall never expect anything for anything. And if you give, you shall never expect. But you can never ask anything. Those ones, you're stupid to think, because they are losers. They are not fighting, they are really losers. People, just losers. They are not poor, they are just losers. Everything of us, everybody of us, has a certain choice of their life from a certain point of view. There is never a why. A why question is only a question you ask the one with the power in everybody. Those you ask. Don't ask me. For me, it's always a choice of a certain point of a time tick or a tick in a bit from the direction where I was to the direction where I was, and where I was not, and where I wasn't to I was. This is the time definition of the tick, because the time and bits are the same. I was ticking one step, so it's just forward. But if you can't see it, so what is it? You should close on a glass, very close. It's 1 and 0, 1 and 0. And water is just by the one, so thin, so just like, it looks like that it's invisible. But that's a matter of reflection on ones and zeros. So they are so close between them, so you can see that it's almost like it is invisible, or like you can see through it. But this is also binary matter. Because what is glass actually? It's made from something that is white. Actually, and when not today you have something from metal to be just see-through, like plexiglass or something like that. Why doesn't we have that? Because people are not thinking binary. They think they can create complex architecture from just a complex mathematics which has always error. And what is not binary from the beginning of binary to direct binary, that will always be errors. And what I check with news, you should always have the possibility to check the truth. Because the truth is always a matter of what you check critical, and you're very bad at that if you think what is said in the Swedish news today was true. You're really stupid. I mean, you're really stupid. I know for binary for a moment that it was manipulated. They are not poor. They are just wanting to have a better because they don't want to work. They want to have everything free. And the stupid people here having the position of power to anything, they're really stupid. Because they don't see. The more of the ones who doesn't want to do anything, anytime, everything free, always another people paying. And this is you and me. And the less you and me, the more problem. Or the less checking of free without interference that I can take a drone, you can have a drone on me and everything. Outside, of course, because what is inside in my privacy. But when I'm out, you should be allowed to follow me anywhere, everywhere. I can follow you, and I could be hundreds of you. I can follow because I want to know if something is bad against me. When was it? When was it? And I know binary, and because I have this agreement with my company on my communication, I have access to them because I will have. Have I access to use your net in the opposite direction? Okay. Yeah, you have the agreement. Okay, so I have the agreement there. So they have granted me access, and because I know binary, I have access through mind, as through the system here. So I know it because I can go backward and forward in any direction in these ones and zeros. If you who can say you piss on me because you cannot jump out this complexity, but if you get mathematical, it's shit, it's trash. What is not directly binary, and binary has always been, because right now, for now I will be 56. From the day I was 40 day now, I know that ones and zeros, but I've been also taken care of because I've always known. When people say bad to me, 1-0, I say 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. But they think it's football with everything. They don't think that everything is based on ones and zeros. The Mesopotamian was right. So you who think they are poor and so on, you're really stupid. They are not poor, they are just losers. Because the people, anytime you is blowing, fleeing, and not fighting, they're really stupid. And those people are fleeing away. Why don't they take guns and get together? Or ask for guns from us. We are let them in our or the less modern, less stupidity, less crime, because it's not for everyone to be here. And people who don't think that see that must be very stupid. Very stupid. You're very stupid. And I said again, Aya Blatten is right, Walter is right, and that party, what you feel, is the bad party, it's the best party. Because they think, they know. Some of them, I'm sure, yeah, Åkesson, he does know binary, but He's just too afraid to admit he knows something, because otherwise he could never, ever know by sure that what he say is exactly the truth. That's exactly what's going to happen. So now it's never, because I give you one or maybe two clips more, then I give up, because I am going to leave this country if you don't wake up now, and then you can go to hell with you, because I have always been independently of anything, because I have the skills of ones and zeros. And people like me, they're being abused. I've lost not what you think I said. I don't lost a sub. I have lost. Take a value of a sub, Swedish man here. What's an American money? And you take three cells after that. That is what I have been lost. And do I look poor? No. Do I care? No, I don't care. The only thing I care of is that we are in peace. For peace is better than war. And the moon crescent people, they are really stupid. That's why I think that a person that because it's true. I know binary for sure. And if you cannot compare that and you think it's from a mathematical, it is the only one, because one is always bigger than zero, and everything is based on binary. And binary, if you look really close and you get the shape of the DNA molecule on whatever molecule you have. So then also you think that Darwin was right. Think again. He was wrong, because it was a pattern of a tick which he didn't think of, because he don't know. He didn't know. Never has now binary. I know since I was 4, and first time I was 8. I knew it because the first time Bengt Fairfield says, binary digital. I knew it from, binary zero. I was right. There was a meaning of that word of tick, 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 tick in when I did until the system broke. Okay, I'm 55 now. I can say anything about that. They are to challenge me if you cannot prove the other opposite. When you can prove that I'm wrong, then okay, so be it. But you must prove it in binary, direct from my mind, checking so ones and zeros are unequal, because then one of us is wrong. But if you cannot do that binary, you should get the hell on me and not ask me. Ask Google though, then, because you must be really stupid to think that they are poor. Those gypsies here, those coming from there with that ski masks and a mask or whatever they call it, I don't know, I don't care, is what they want to poor. Never. Look again. Look when it was 1973 in Iran. Look what's 1968 in Iraq and so on. The only country is the one with the oil power, and the country which you think you have, they don't care for you, because you must know binary. Then you know that the guy who said, "How you cannot be true." Why does he know that? Not from what it said, but from the complexity of the binary. It was not that. It was an ignition to make the. But what is bad now, that is what the like refugees, because the people escaping, they just people, then they give up. And what happened when people run in a sharp time? They were getting killed. And why should people giving up and just get anything when they don't want to work? And with those with moon crescent people want to kill you, kill anywhere, anytime. They want, because they think it's right. Is it? And because I know binary, I have binary checked. That's what it is in Swedish or English. That's wrong. What David Wood said is right, and so on. The ones are bigger than the zeros. And if you think really, but the time again, that the Moonquiz will win, you're stupid. And if you think what you saw in the Swedish television at the news is true, you're really stupid. It was manipulation of a certain from an other time to think that, oh, poor them, poor. It's not poor. People don't fighting or trying to union in way. They're just giving up. And should all of them getting here? And I don't know. You're really stupid. And then this will be I've been 3 more lives. And if you don't wake up now, you think you're leftist with no logic on me. If you can prove me wrong, binary for real. I've known it since the day I was 4 to the day now, and it's much more faster now. The only person I know is faster in the binary. It's my nephew. Then I can complex him that. But let it be, because he's a nephew in a complex matter. I know something but that has been juridical and matters of very complexity. We shall always let the history be a history, but we shall never repeat the bad history. This is very real. That guy you think, those who are making someone, they are not only real to kill you, kill all of us. If you think that they're coming in, so they will collapse, and the system will collapse within 7 years. They will collapse because the quiescent it's just a part of a zero, actually. And do you think zeros will win over the rest? You're really stupid. It will be fights, but if you let them win and let them be many, from a many more than us, they will kill everyone, because they want no one to bother through of them. They want to keep decide to anything about hitting children, killing children, making love to children and so on, hitting, burning women, forcing women to nonsense. A full, completely freedom is the exact best for anything. Everybody should have to decide, not politicians, but on the matter that making good is good, making bad is bad. So one is bigger than zero. People making bad should never get out anymore. I mean it. And people making bad to children should cease to exist in the moment they were born. Actually, I mean that too. Because that's the biblical too. Never let people out making bad to you. Never let in here. Child and so on. Forget it. And if you don't know, when I was scripting, that gypsies they are not poor ones. They are just lazy ones. And people doing nothing. If I had did nothing and with just thinking of that, I would be nothing. I will be blocked in. I couldn't do nothing. And the less of those Afro-men, right, Tadwana was very right. Because inbreeding makes you stupid people. And stupid people, they have no language. Lots of those gypsies here have no language. Because inbreeding will make stupid people. I mean it for real. And stupid people, they can never do anything ever. They must be reliant on donations, whatever people give them. And you think and more of them it's better. No, it's best they never one give anything to them, because they've made a choice in a pattern of the time of their life. They have chosen it. They could fight for a roles where they are and not giving help, because they want to have social benefit from the time they were born to the time they die. So with that, anyone was called a child. I know who are children and who are not, because I know binary. I can exactly know, because I know since I was 4. So it's 1 0, you 1 0, 1 0. So I know exactly who they are, who are really children and who are not children. Not from the shape, but from binary, exact calculation of the binary complexity, which I know since I was 4. Who can compare that? Now that's over 30 minutes now, so we have to close down. Long again, but I hope you enjoy what you enjoyed. I make 2 more clips, and if I cannot wake you who think you are my party, I will change it because you're really stupid. I mean it. You're really stupid in my. If you think that what her name is, she's really stupid. And that one from this Murat, a very stupid person. The mob there, the only party backing up now is the Sweden Democrats. You who don't think that, you can get the hell out of it or prove me wrong. Bye for now.